Thank you so much for having me uproot you from your seats. My apologies. This way, alphabetically, the class will be able to receive their diploma. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome again. My name is Kim Kofer, and I am the Director of Leadership Mountain View. And we are here this evening to be able to honor the 33 students who went through this class this year. And we would like to begin by asking Business Casual a cappella group to sing the national anthem, please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave.
So I am speaking today not only as the program director, but as a peer, a community member, and a friend. On behalf of our County Supervisor Joe Simidian, Senator Jerry Hill, Assemblyman Mark Berman, Chamber staff, and our membership at the Chamber, I congratulate you, Class of 2019, on a job well done. I had the wonderful opportunity to step into this role when the gentleman who was doing it so well and loved it so much, Bruce Humphrey, was asked to become the CEO of the Chamber. And in so doing, there was a vacancy and I stepped in, and I am so glad and so humbled by the experience that I shared with all of you. It truly has been a wonderful 9-month experience. From the 18 hours of interviews that started this all off, I got to know you during the course of those phone calls, and then got to see you in person. Some of you who were perhaps not as interested in going to a mic, who now are the ones who speak most in class. I love to be able to see how you've progressed in that manner. If you remember Business Day was the day in which I did a presentation that I typically do the last couple of years. And I thought, as the director, you might already be seeing enough of me. But then I spoke to a couple of members of the class and council, and the presentation that I do on that day is called Small Actions, Big Rewards. That particular moment in time when I did that presentation was to talk about just something that you can see, just see it, observe it, and just do it. And the fact that you took that and really saw and did things this year, and I know that you're going to continue to do things because you've started projects that you want to continue. We also went to police and fire, where we literally put out fires. And you know, life is a series of actions and rewards and putting out fires, isn't it? And what you will find after you graduate is that one of your biggest rewards truly is each other. Your fellow 2019 classmates, I'll call it your pledge class if you will, the value of these friendships that you've built over these past 9 months will serve you well into your future endeavors. Be it for business or personal, you've got your valuable resource and the network of each other right here in this room. To get a question answered, or to request an introduction, or basically just to understand the steps that you need to take in order to get something accomplished in this great city of Mountain View. Or just to gather together to man a booth at the Art and Wine Festival. I plugged that, Dawn. Volunteer. All of these opportunities are right here in this room. As the class knows, but the others in the audience might not, I graduated from the class of 2013. And I had lived in Mountain View since 1994. And I was engaged and involved, and I thought I knew everything that there was truly to understand and know about this city. I happened at the time to be next door neighbors with a gentleman who had aspirations himself, Ken Rosenberg, who went on to do many things in our city, one of which is become mayor. And at the time, he introduced me to the city by way of the Downtown Committee, an advisory group, Mary, Diana. And I joined the Downtown Committee to understand what was happening downtown. And then I joined the Chamber, and that happened in 2004. I thought at that time I knew what I needed to know, but really I was quite wrong. And it was through the leadership program that I got behind closed doors and behind the scenes and really got an opportunity to just know what makes this city run. It took me 9 years, and I finally did it. And in my class, I know I can call upon anyone. To this day, at the time, Lieutenant Armando Espeda was the SWAT, and now he is a lieutenant. Ellen Kamei was in my class, and she's now on city council. And I often text her when I need to understand something. Or Becky Reyna, if I want to just go out for a glass of wine. And all the incredible speakers that I met along the way, and all of the opportunity that you've had in the same, they give you your business card. Today we were in class, they're like, yes, you can call me. I know we had some presentations where people said, because of that, having met that person that day, I just picked up the phone and they took the call. That's something that it is really a nice thing to have in this world of total connectedness, but not. And having those, you know, shoot, you've got the chief of police business card. You can give him a call. Well, now that you're graduating, we put out fires, but what fire will you start? What actions do you want to take? What rewards do you want to provide out into the community? What opportunities were made known to you that make you want to grab that LMV Olympic flame, there it is, and grab that flame and run with it? What further connections do you still want to make? What difference do you want to make? Your classmates, all of us here and all of the alumni before you, are here to be your network, to help you fan that flame, that idea, that volunteer effort, that business idea, that community need into a roaring flame, one even the Mountain View Fire Department can't put out. Captain Zayed. You were all leaders the moment you stepped into that door the first day in September at Microsoft, and today you leave as leaders carrying that LMV flame. Thank you for allowing me to be in this journey with you. I would like to invite up to the podium, please, for some remarks, the Mayor of Mountain View, Lisa Matichak.
I was pretty panicked there at first when Kim called my name and was motioning me. I'm like, no, 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 I'm not going to sing. You guys don't need that. But thank you very much for inviting me here tonight. It really is an honor and a pleasure to be with you all on this special day when you graduate. Some of you I saw earlier today at another special event. So twice in one day, congratulations. You know, as I look around the room, I do see so many familiar faces, which is really, really nice. Scott, I've gotten to know, hung out with him and his family. He's got wonderful children, wonderful wife. It's been a lot of fun getting to know him. Cammie, where is she? Cammie, there you are. We've planted trees together at the LMV event, which was so much fun. And then we planted trees again with the Cub Scouts, which was really hysterical because most of them were much more interested in the worms than planting trees. And Lisa, I've gotten to know, and you know, mayors named Lisa need to hang out together. So we have. Ida Rose, I've gotten to know. We've had many conversations about sustainability. And let's see, Roger. When I hang out with Roger, I get in trouble. But gosh, there's so many other folks that I've met in this group. It's been great. Mary on the downtown committee with that cute little son. There he is. Hi. Leo, right? Yes. He made the opening day at the community center a lot of fun, especially with that big smile. There's so many folks, and I really hope that what you've learned here through LMV, you take and get involved in the city. It really is a wonderful city. Somebody said once to me, yeah, you start to get involved and it's a real slippery slope. Yeah, it is. You too could end up as mayor one day. So thank you to Kim and the rest of the LMV team for putting this event on, not only the graduation, but the whole series of classes. It's great. It is great to have so many people learn so much about the city and then take it forward, as you were saying. So congratulations on your graduation, and I look forward to great things from you all.
Each year, as the class bonds and gets to know one another well, they get an opportunity to select members of their class to represent them at graduation. And this class of 2019 has selected Mary Yen and Laura Green Tierney to be speaking on their behalf. So welcome, ladies, please.
Thank you so much, Kim. All right, you can do this again. Hello, I'm Laura Terry Green.
I'm Mary Yen.
And thank you so much for being here. We are honored and humbled to be standing in front of you today as we celebrate the journey of the Leadership Mountain View class of 2019, the best class ever. We did practice that. I think we nailed it. All right.
Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the elected and appointed officials we have with us today, Mayor Lisa Matichak, and City Council and staff, my friend Pat Showalter, also City Council member and former mayor. She was the class of '96. Leadership Mountain View could not happen without the Mountain View Chamber of Commerce, including Kathy Thibodeau. Chair-elect for the Chamber Board, Kim Kofer, of course, and the entire Leadership Mountain View Advisory Council, who helps support each and every our program days and make them so successful. And I forgot to acknowledge Lucas Ramirez, who's all the way in the back, current council member. So, just how do we become the best class ever? To answer that question, we have to go all the way back in time to October This is acknowledging that we did have a program kickoff day in September where we met each other and we did a bunch of leadership building exercises, and we built our bond and started taking risks. This was one of our first official program days, and I can't tell you guys how excited I was. We got to meet local city, county, and state representatives, asked tough questions, got some answers. We also broke out in groups and talked about all the important and vital issues that are facing the city of Mountain View, as well as the Bay Area region as a whole. Class of 2019, you are engaged. You asked some tough questions. You provided wonderful insights. And I'm looking to you to help as part to solve all the problems in our future.
So we had a lot of wonderful program dates, but I want to fast forward to Diversity Day, which was a program that we held at Google in January. For me, this was an incredibly pivotal moment because we dove deeper than we ever dove, ever. We talked about unconscious bias and inclusion and diversity in the workplace. So this was a time when we really bonded over that experience.
And Bruce.
And Bruce led that day.
Going to February, when we had Education Day, we toured local schools, learned all about the local education systems within the greater Mountain View community. And most importantly, class of 2019, we're the first class ever to plant trees in Cuesta Park. Look at us, we're so excited.
Thank you, Ken.
And just like these trees, our LMV legacy will live on long after we've graduated. And I hope this becomes a regular, recurring project within the city. Thank you, class of 2019, for your enthusiasm, for your can-do attitude, for your spirit, for your teamwork.
Then skipping along to the next day, we had Public Safety Day in March. This was a really cool opportunity to get down to the Mountain View Station and the police station, where we got to hear from public safety officials and get the behind-the-scenes look of the people who keep our city safe.
Huge shout out to Zayed,
Yes.
who got promoted to captain today of Station 4.
And then we're going to fast forward to today, where we had an awesome visit to NASA Ames and 129th Resource Wing of the California National Guard. As you can see, we took some awesome photos here, and that was just this morning.
Also, I found out that Sig was a colonel. Did you know Sig was a colonel? It's kind of a big deal.
So while we had a lot of wonderful program days, we also had a great opportunity to give back to the community and be super hands-on through our community service projects, from building a dollhouse, hosting an Earth Day event, volunteering at the cold weather homeless shelter, to holiday gift giving, and Mary and I actually put on a concert at a senior home in partnership with CSMA. This helped us strengthen our bond as a group, and it enabled us to give back to the community directly. So that was another really special part of this journey.
In addition to all the incredible program days and the service projects that you just saw, this Mountain View class was out in force. On the left was the Chamber of Commerce celebration of dinner, where we got gussied up. And on the right was the very recent Mountain View Downtown Spring Family Parade, where, again, we came out in force, so much so that County Supervisor Joe Smidian commented on our involvement. Again, I salute you for your involvement, for your commitment to the city, for your community service.
So as you can see, we have a lot of fun here. But I want to take a moment just to kind of look back at my journey, because Leadership Mountain View is incredibly special to me, because about 5 years ago, through my role, my director, John Igo at the time, told me, you need to get involved with Mountain View, because he was involved with Mountain View. So I helped put on a lot of the Leadership Mountain View events, the diversity days, and he said, you should be on the YIPPY committee, now Fuel SV, which is the emerging Chamber of Commerce Professional Networking Group. He said, you should go be on that committee. I said, okay, John, I'll go be on that committee. Through my work and volunteering in the city, I actually got the Athena Award. And at that moment, I said, well, am I done? Is it it? Is this the end of my involvement? And someone told me, I think it was Ken Rosenberg, he said, this is not the end. You have to keep staying involved with the city of Mountain View. I said, okay, Ken, I will do that. A year later, I went to another LMV lunch, and Bruce Humphrey, our CEO of the chamber, he put a gold star on my shoulder. And he said, Laura, you can be a prospective student of the class of 2019. And I thought to myself, what? I'm the one that helps set up all the diversity days and set up all the luncheons. You want me to go through the program? He said, yep, I want you to apply. I said, okay. So I applied, I talked to Kim. Kim interviewed me and asked me why I wanted to be a part of this class. And I said, I want to meet awesome people, get to know the city, and help, create some great relationships. Not only did I do that, I also created a sense of family. And I don't say that word often, but thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much, Bruce, who's not here, for helping me to continue my LMV family forward. It meant a lot. And each of us had lots of different journeys to get here, but it all brought us together. And it also brought us out every Friday night after class. That was awesome. That was super cool too. So thank you so much.
As Laura said, each of us had our unique path to Leadership Mountain View, but here we are. Congratulations. We did it.
We did it.
Some final thoughts before we wrap up. Let you read this. So I've always personally loved this MLK quote, and I always considered it in terms of service, as in volunteerism, giving your time, giving your money, giving your efforts. But I want to encourage all of you in this room, especially LMV graduates, to think of service, capital service, in terms of civic service, getting involved in the city, the county, the state, or more. You're ready, you're prepared, you're powerful, you're engaged, you're enthusiastic, you're awesome. Now go out there and change the world.
Okay, but we can't change the world until we thank one special person. Before we leave the stage, we want to take a moment to recognize Kim Kofer, who is our LMB director and led us through this journey. We want to thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and for making this the best class ever. So Kim, could you please come up, because we actually have a couple of things to present to you. The entire class pitched in, and we all thought of some great ideas to collectively give to you. We want to give you a photo book so that you can have memories and photos of us forever. We have made a donation to the Leadership Mountain View Scholarship Fund to show that we are committed to this program, and flowers, just because. So can we give a round of round of applause for Kim? Woo! Yes. Thank you so much for all that you do. And while we're sad to see this chapter in our lives come to an end, I know our class, and I know that this is just the beginning of a special bond that we will continue to share for the rest of our lives. That's a hint that I want reunions every month if we can make it happen. Okay.
Thank you, class of 2019, for your courage, for taking risks and being vulnerable. Thank you for your can-do spirit, collaboration, openness. Especially, most of all, thank you for becoming my friend. I also wanted to acknowledge our illustrious class of 2019, for all the classmates who are currently serving on commissions and committees, and one as currently serving as mayor, Lisa Gaucher. We all exemplify democracy in action. Lastly, let's not forget everyone who's here today. Thank you, friends and family, my son Leo, who inspired us and supported us through our journey. And thank you to everyone who made this happen. Leadership Mountain View has changed my life forever for the better. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you all.
I missed that last funny. Oh, do you have a couple questions? You know when you're in a meeting and the speaker says, anybody have any questions? And sometimes it's crickets. Not when Mary Yen's in the room. We could always count on Mary to ask a question that we may never have even considered, or that we ourselves were afraid to ask. So we always wanted to hear what Mary had to ask. So thank you, Mary, for giving such joy to us each class day. Thank you. Thank you to Mary and Laura for presenting on behalf of your class. You did a lovely job, and I hope that the audience was appreciated seeing some of the visuals of what it is that we did. As your respective friends, family members have come home and told you about their day, now you got to see it. I was super impressed. We just left Federal Day and it was already on the screen. Wow, fantastic. So what I'd like to do now is ask that our Mayor, Lisa Matichek, our Chair-elect Kathy Thibodeau from the Chamber, and our Mayor, did you go from Vice Mayor to Mayor when I wasn't looking? She did it. Don't close your eyes, this girl keeps moving on up. Okay, and Lisa Gaucher, if you could please all join me up here so we can hand out the various certificates. So I'd like to share with the audience what it is that is happening up here. From the California Legislative Office of Assemblymember Mark Berman, there is a certificate of recognition for each and every classmate. And Assemblymember Berman actually came to our Government Day, so he knows you. From the Office of Senator Jerry Hill, you will have a certificate of recognition that will be handed to you by Lisa Gaucher, Mayor of East Palo Alto. I should have a microphone, but I'm getting my steps in. From the County of Santa Clara, our our County Supervisor, Joe Simidian. Actual city you came to learn about, the city of Mountain View, certificate of recognition that will be provided to you by our Mayor, Lisa Matichek. So I put you all in alphabetical order so that when you come up, I will hand you the first one, you'll go that direction, and then we'll have a photo opportunity with the mayor. Okay? Fantastic. Well, you could take a picture with any of them. Cameron, where are you? Cameron's got the camera. Okay, so I'd like to first invite up Captain Ziad Abouad. Next, Alexa Alborzi. Tina Ambrogi. Ionis Cibrian Palayo. Maria Del Rocio Castro. Holly Elkins. Christine Fluega. Sunil Gupta. Mitch Hartnett would be here this evening, but he's getting married in Hawaii, so we'll give him a pass. Irene Hong. Ismael Islas. Roger Jensen. Camilo. Colonel Sig Lokenskard. Renee Mendoza. Where's Scott? Scott Nelson. Emily Ramos. Andrew AJ Real. Brian, you hope he doesn't sit in front of you in a theater, Ruthkowski. Pamela Schwartz. This is a legacy one because we have family who've been in LMV. Shamila Shukat. Ida Rose Sylvester. Look at her fabulous hat. That's awesome. Laura Terry Green. Diana Tucker. Ari Van Gent. Ida Walquist Ortiz. That's right, I was like, Orlando, help me out, I need IT help, White. and Mary Yen. Just go ahead and leave them there. We'll pick them up. So if you'd like to go ahead and have a seat. I think if there's any that are left. Oh, Laura, Lisa. Lisa gets hers. I set it aside a second ago.
Actually in the class, you guys.
When she was standing up here, I set it aside, so I do apologize, Lisa. Here you go. Get the Lisa combo. Here, Cameron. There's a song, isn't that a group, Lisa. Yeah, okay. So our closing remarks are going to be from Chair-elect of the Board of the Chamber of Commerce, Kathy Thibodeau. So I will not be back up on the mic, so I want to use this opportunity to say, let's do a great group photo, because we don't have enough of them, right outside after we're done at the staircase out past James. And we'll take a photo there, and then there will be refreshments down stairs in the rotunda. But I would like to take this opportunity especially to thank the members of the Leadership Mountain View Council who, through their interest, involvement, and time, and sometimes sweat to get things done, they've been instrumental in making sure that this class happened, and we appreciate them. So we've got James. Katie's here, I know. Lynn, oh, they're all downstairs making sure you have some food, but please do say thank you when you see them. And now I'd like to hand it over to Kathy Thibodeau.
I have to move that mic down, you know. I'm Kathy Thibodeau, Chair-elect of the Chamber of Commerce, and I'm super pleased to be here tonight. At the Chamber, in addition to supporting a vibrant business climate, we believe in Mountain View and its unique desirable quality of life. And that's why the Mountain View Chamber of Commerce Education Foundation supports Leadership Mountain View. And I believe Leadership Mountain View is one of the best of its kind in Silicon Valley, if not the best. And I am a proud member of the class of 2014, best class ever. Where's Lucas? Yeah, in my class. All right, I will let the 2019 be best class ever just for today. But you're already a really accomplished bunch. I know a number of you, and I can't wait to see what each of you will do in the years ahead, bolstered by something you may have learned in the year-long experience, but also from who you met and who you got to know through this. As I see it, Leadership Mountain View is not just about developing leadership skills and you know, developing yourself as a leader, but it's also about developing really solid relationships. And it's through these relationships that we as a diverse community can come together and make some great things happen. And that's what I really love about Leadership Mountain View. Beyond the great content, it's the wonderful collection of people committed to Mountain View and giving of themselves to make our community the wonderful place that it is. So I congratulate the class of 2019. You're forever part of this great tradition and team. Welcome, everyone. I know you will do us proud. Now let's party.